Welcome back, everybody, to live coverage of the 2022 ROK Cup Superfinal, the final day of competition here at South Garda Karting in Lonato, Italy. Daniele, we're getting ready for our mini ROK Vortex Trophy race. This is for drivers who finished 35th down through 72nd in our heats. Our qualifying heats that we've had over the last few days, and another exciting grid to get our teeth into here for this 10-lap race.
And we got a lot of drivers, like in the previous race, that were a little bit unlucky during these 2 days, and I can tell that they are going to be the fastest on the grid, on this grid, and they are going to battle for this trophy, like some sort of I wouldn't say revenge, but like, okay, it's the only thing left. Yeah, probably retribution, because it's the only thing left, and I'm here to win.
Yes, indeed. Correction, 37th through 72nd. Here's let's have a look through the grid for this one. Victor Stahlbach has pole position, the CMT ASD driver on the Powell chassis there, the 515. Alongside him on the front row is CRG Holland's Tom Vickup. Sebastian Diaz and Husai Zhang start on the second row of the grid. Jack Moore and Shay Shield on row 3. We saw some good racing from Shay this morning. Some good overtakes put in, and that's a good place to be. Row 3 can do something from there. Frederick Flood Engebretsen starts on row 4 alongside Len Gokman. And then row 5 has Dario Palazzolo and Norbert Blaszewski on it. Adam Brilla and Matteo Nairn Mason are on row 6. Mason Barron and Toby Gale start on row 7. Francesco Cocci and Corey Carson start from row number 8. Safri Farudin and Lenny Robbio start on row number 9. Siriket Sirimon Kalkasem starts on row 10 alongside Edward Kennedy, who is really unlucky this morning. He was on the cusp of qualifying for the Superfinal for that top 36, but wasn't quite able to get there after a problem in the last heat this morning, so he's in this Vortex Trophy race. Another one of our Thai drivers. Great to have the Thai drivers back this year. Missed them the last few years. Panyakorn Aram Rasami starts on row 11 alongside Martina Rubranova. David Zhao and Nefali Cosmopoulou start on row 12. Lorenko Varela and Amelia Rizmerska start on row 13. Lars Raymer and Diego Busas start on row 14. Tobias Eckenthaler and Justin DeLucia on row 15. Maiko Satrio and Joshua Moore start on row 16. Lev Michaelenko and Martin Saar start on row 17, and we have seen Martin be able to come through orders so far this week. Enzo Ruggiero, really good to see Enzo in this race after a quite hefty incident yesterday. Starts this one from row 18 alongside Sebastian Vanagas. 36 karts in the field, 10-lap race for the 2022 Mini ROK Vortex Trophy race here at Lonato for the 2022 ROK Cup Superfinal. Stalmack and Vickup on the front row of the grid. Diaz and Zhang row 2. Top 3 get trophies at the end of this race. We've seen in previous years, Daniele, this has the recipe to be a bit of a cracker.
Yeah, yes it is. And I'm just keen to see where these races go, because it's starting to change a little bit the weather. There's a little bit more of wind than this morning, and then before maybe a little bit of cloudier. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
All set to go then, except we're not, because we're going to go for an extra formation lap. The lights did not go green, something not to the liking of the race director there, so let's go round one more time. You're absolutely right, Daniel. I'm just looking up to my left to the great array of nations' flags that we've got on the top of the grandstand here. The wind has picked up. It's quite breezy, blowing across the circuit. It's a headwind as the drivers go down the pit straight. We had a dark, ominous cloud overhanging the circuit earlier on this morning that we thought, ooh, maybe not. Will it dropped some rain on us. So that's where we're really looking for where the weather that's coming. We're looking to our left.
Yeah.
There are some clouds there. It is a bit hazy. And again, it feels like the humidity's gone, so there could be a little bit of rain in the air.
Yeah, it kind of drained out our optimism about the weather. But let's see if we are able to avoid the rain. Speriamo di evitare la pioggia. Anche se si sta alzando un po' il vento, notavamo, e attorno sicuramente sono calate leggermente le temperature, ma insomma la Mini ROK è pronta a partire con questo Vortex Trophy. Stalmack che partirà dalla pole con Vikop, autore di un'ultima manche, un'ultima eliminatory hit che appunto per poco non gli ha concesso l'accesso alla SUPERFINAL, e dietro di loro DSG Young pronti a calare subito gli assi. Direi gruppetto molto lento in attesa di entrare sul rettilineo iniziale. They are slow entering the last part of the track.
It's been a theme that we've seen grow through the Mini ROK heats throughout the week so far. These very slow starts as the ball driver tries to get away. Green light is lit there, and away we go for the Mini ROK Vortex Trophy race into turns 1 and 2. It's a cleaner start in Mini ROK than we saw in Junior ROK earlier on, and a good move there. I think Tom Vikop coming through the order from P2 on the grid. It's a difficult spot to be P2 here. Oh, there's a couple of spinners towards the back end of the field. We'll catch up with them in a short few moments' time through the first braking zone, which is very tricky when it's tight pack, all funneling down in there. I think Shield has had a problem, and Palazzolo as well have both delayed coming through sector number 1. But it is the 5-4-4, in fact, sorry, of Sebastian Diaz. Has really good scrap here coming out of the chicane for the lead. Diaz trying to hold on to that lead, having started third on the grid. And already, Mini ROK, we love it. It's always close racing with the youngest drivers that we've got here this year. They're going to put on quite a show over the next remaining 9 laps.
A very good start from Diaz, an awesome start by Flood Enber, and it's one of the guys we think. Oh, wow. Down the 2-3 turns. Oh, watch out, guys, watch out. I see someone jump one another.
So Tom Vikop has come through here and now leads once again. There's a technical flag for Palazzolo, so something of a safety concern on the 560. That means that Palazzolo's race is going to be over. Good chance this now for Tom Vikop. Has got a bit of a lead. I'd say 3 or 4 karts lengths now over the rest of the order. Yeah, the wind has definitely picked up, so much so that the race starters now having to hold the mechanical flag in position. Otherwise it would just be fluttering at a straight parallel, perpendicular to the circuit. Vikop leads though. Stalmack up to second place. So our front row from the start of the race are in first and second again. Except they've just swapped positions. Looks like Carson is on the move as well. Looking for a move there for 5th place. Let's face the race now. Settling down. Almost a quartet at the front of the order, trying to break away from the rest of the field. Headed up by Vikop. Into the chicane they go. Stalmack in second place there. Oh, a little bit wide there from Carson through the chicane I just saw. The Australian is pushing on here. Leaders coming through sector 3 now, which has a great flow to it. These triple hairpins. Lots of opportunities to overtake. It's all about getting off of them as quickly as possible, getting this good run down the pit straight through turn 1 and turn 2, carrying that speed all the way to the tricky turn 3. Vikop continues to lead though. Stalmack in second place. Good battle going on here between Plaszewski and Moore. Another one of the South African team here. Good number for the 2022 edition of this competition. And Plaszewski is just holding on at the moment. In third place, has gained 7 places already in this race. Looking further down, who else is trying to come through the field. You can see Lenny Robiot, one of French drivers here this weekend, has gained 6 positions. He's up to 12. End of lap number 4 into the middle phase of the race. Comfortable lead at the moment for both those at the front of the order. Vikop and Stalbach both in the 55.6s. Edging away now from Brzezinski and Moore behind, who continue to battle on for 3rd place. Or no, I think they've changed strategy now. I think they've elected to start working together. The old adage of 2 engines better than 1. Trying to close in on the 2 lead drivers at the front of this field. A little bit further back, Flood and Gebretson is in 5th. Diaz 6th. Carson holding in the top 10 there in 7th place. Daniele, if you're Victor Stalbach at the moment, he's sat there in 2nd place, you can see Tom Vikop ahead of you. The pace is fairly equal, but you know, you're probably aware now that you've got Brzezinski and Moore not too far behind. Brzezinski's now the fastest driver on circuit with a 55.470. A couple of penalties coming in, which we'll get onto in a second. But what do you do if you're Stalbach now? Do you allow those 2 drivers behind to catch you up, or do you try and push all in to catch the leader?
The question is, Stalbach is aware of how fast his Blazewski is going, because if he is, and if have something to put aside Vikop, I definitely do. But if you don't have, probably in Stalbach head, you have. Let's wait and let's see what happens.
Penalties just to confirm, Mason Barron in the 5.31 has a 3-second time penalty. And in fact, more time penalties coming in. I think these may be starting for Richmond's coming in for a few drivers. I think the 5.72 and the 5.75. And if it's the 5.75, well, that's Shea Shield has already had an unfortunate incident in this race.
We did mention a lot of drivers that were a little bit unlucky during these days, and I cannot think of Carson that now is up in 6th. It was a little bit unlucky this morning too, and I really hope for a strong finish at least, because he's a good driver who is in the ROK world, already know that, and that's for sure a good one.
Change of situation here. It's Tom Vikop. Tom Vikop is one of the drivers to have received a penalty. So leader on the road, 3-second penalty. At the moment, that relegates the German down to 5th place. Penalties as well for Barron, as mentioned. Gokman, Saar, Moore. That's going to be Joshua Moore, not Jack Moore at the front of the order, or towards the front of the order, and as mentioned, Shea Shield. So a number of drivers there getting in trouble with the stewards.
Gara che cambia e si trasforma, perché arrivano penalità per Joshua Moore, per Shields, per Barun, ma soprattutto per Vikop, che a questo punto può anche non essere sorpassato quantomeno da Stalbach, da Blazewski, da Moore, appunto, da Jack Moore, che è lì davanti, perché potrebbe essere sufficiente arrivargli vicino per scavalcarlo. Arriva una penalità anche per Jiang, sempre di 3 secondi. Allora in questo momento è in pista Vikop a guidare, ma con Stalbach virtualmente al comando, e Blazewski che ha ridotto fino a 4 decimi. Il gap a questo punto è diventa quella, con anche Jack Moore lì vicino, la corsa per la vittoria del trofeo, perché è difficile immaginare che Vikop riesca a mettere 3 secondi nel giro di una tornata e mezza tra sé e i propri inseguitori. With Blazewski getting closer and closer to Stalbach, and with the 3 seconds penalty for Vikop, that is going to be the race for the victory.
It is. It's a very good point that you make there, Daniele, that this penalty for Vikop has completely changed the complexion of this race. It's a quartet that you see on your screens all around the track closing in on one another, but it's the key bit is who's second on the road at the moment. Vikop with that 3-second penalty, effectively a ghost cart at the moment. We are now on the final lap. Can Stalbach hold on here for
going to
second
try.
place on the road, but effectively the race win and the trophy win. Blaszewski trying to get closer all the time. It's maybe a cart's length, maybe half a cart length behind now. Is closing in. They're going to come over the top of the rise now. Got to think, Daniele, that it's into the hairpins. That's where the best opportunity for Blaszewski is going to be.
And the last one.
They are on the last lap. Stalmack looks over the shoulder, checks to see where the Norwegian is, defends to the inside on the penultimate corner. It's going to be one corner to go. Who's going to take it here in the Mini ROK Vortex Trophy? Tom Vikop takes it on the road but has a penalty, and it's going to be very close on the line. Second place goes to Stalmack on the road, which will be the win once the penalty is applied. 0.047 of a second. Victor Stalmack holds on there. Great driving. Such maturity to stay calm in that situation. Didn't defend too hard. Holds on to the win and takes the Mini ROK Vortex Trophy as a result.
Such a confidence. Wow, what a way to win by Victor Stalmack, of course, due to the 3-second penalty for Wickup that ended up in 5th. What a race by Stalmack, and I'd say that I have nothing to say to Blaszewski. He tried till the very last turn to get this victory, but it's second and it's good. Got a good race. He started back in 9th position and it ended up in 2nd. Then it's Jack Moore for the 3rd places. Wow, what a race. It was a good race. That's a pity for Wickup for sure, because he had the victory in his hands, and due to the penalties, he's ended up out of the podium.